Hello everybody, welcome back to the world of Persona 5. You are here with Up and an uneasy feeling.
Come inside. We've much to discuss.
There's a matter we must discuss with you. Enter. Alright. Well everybody, you are here with SK8, aka the Mushroom Rookie, and this place is going full on red alert. So what's the haps over here?
What do you think, inmate? Surprised?
Yeah. Kind of impeding danger color of red as opposed to the usual spatial blue. It's a nice different tone of color. A siren?
This is a failsafe to ensure you do not neglect your rehabilitation. It's intended to push you into performing executions.
I see.
We call it a fusion alarm. It's a warning system that tells you when you've been slacking off on your duties. When you hear this sound, the first things on your mind should be this place and executions.
Yeah, so this is the new thing they added to the Royal version of this game, and before I go on into further explanation, we're just gonna see how this plays out.
You must become stronger for the sake of your rehabilitation. Executions will be much more severe when the alarm is sounding. The result of this is that any fused personas will be further strengthened. However, the more executions that you perform during the alarm, the higher the chance of an accident occurring. With that in mind, you must prepare more than usual while performing executions in the midst of an alarm. The alarm will sound after you've endured numerous repeated battles.
AKA, every one to three battles, or preferably up to 5 battles, you'll hear an alarm sound each and every time.
Make certain you come here as soon as you hear it. Got that?
Got it.
Good. You'd better make excellent use of the alarm.
Yep, Fusion Alarm. Fusion Alarm may occur after winning a battle in the metaverse. During an alarm, the Velvet Room will turn red and execution results will differ tremendously during the Fusion Alarm view. I'll just go ahead and explain this a little bit. Actually, let's see if it's... Yep, this is all I was gonna say right after. Personas will gain more stat values, different skills, and max skill inheritance slots. Using guillotine, electric chair, or the same execution multiple times will cause an accident. Yes, so a little trick many have exploited when it comes to the fusion alarm. If you want to extend your use of the fusion, you could do like 2 rounds of executions, and then right before, because the twins will give you a warning if there is a chance of an accident happening, you know, after you do your second execution. What many will do right after is go to use the electric chair or something else. It will completely reset, and then you can immediately go back to doing executions. So it's kind of like getting into the rhythm of executions and electric chair, execution, electric chair, and so on and so forth. And you can keep that fusion alarm going all the way up until, you know, you're completely done. Because it's extremely prudent to... I think that's the right... Prudent? I think that's the right word. Either way, it's extremely important to mostly save fusions and executions if you want to fuse personas with high stats and skills up until you get to the fusion alarm. Because there will be a small indicator, you know, when a fusion alarm is activated. Extremely important that you go to the fusion alarm, go to the events of a fusion alarm each and every time. Almost. An accident may occur if you use the persona that was made during the alarm as the material, but there is a chance that stat values may increase even more. Small little reward versus risk. When an accident occurs, you will be told to immediately leave. The alarm will also end if you leave after a fusion. You can speak to the wardens to stop the alarm without fusing. Yeah, so if you don't want the...
Well then, Continue to devote yourself to your rehabilitation.
Yeah, if you just want to go back to normal fusions, you can talk to these guys. They'll immediately just turn the alarm off, and then you can get back to it without any interruptions.
Pursue rehabilitation.
Alright,
with
seems
all
an
your
alarm has been
body and
raised.
soul.
Choose your next course wisely for the sake of your rehabilitation. Alright. Let's go ahead and try this out.
Alarm time, inmate!
Alright, fusions are more effective during alarms, but if you keep treading the same ground in your fusions, you might not get the results you expect, so look out. Alright.
Prepare for the unexpected!
Alright, let's try a normal
wisely.
fusion first. Plenty of personas here. Let's just go with something we don't need. We have two hang. We have Orthoris and we have Minakata. It's just newest one of the game. So let's try out Orthoris and we could fuse Andress. We just gained the Devil Arcana, and it's just one level below us, so let's give it a try.
You okay with this?
Okay. Gains a level up.
Choose which skills to
Use
inherit.
Skills to inherit. It does gain Evil Touch, so we can use that. Thermal Conduct. Inflicting Burn. I don't know if we have any. Fire attacks. Inflicting ailments. Compass. Strengthens magic skills, targeting one foe. So foul odor. We can If we did this. Intense focus, and we can get Garu, Ray, Rama, just in case. Medium chance of sleep, and it targets two foes when we do that. Let's go with Dream Needle, Arninkanin, and why not?
Now, let us see what powers will emerge.
Let's
Be
do it.
reborn.
Even the emblems turned red for this. We'll get Phoenix back. Kinda need it for the next to level up with the twins, so. Boom, boom. And we now get Andras into our party. Wow, Naked Burn Man, join me. Alright. Newly born persona has gained more power than it normally would because we are in the midst of an alarm. Alright. We have a few stat changes here. Something is about to happen to a skill. Will you permit this? Because Foul Breath will still be there no matter how I change the skill set. And I could do with or do without Dream Needle, so let's see what happens. Psy Wall and Dormin Rush. Low chance of sleep, which is basically this. It's the same effect as using Dream Needle, so there's that. Meaning this persona is now effectively full-on physical, as opposed to using gun, also having a skill in gun. And Side Wall, Side Resistance to one ally for 3 turns. That will be extremely useful to inflict with Queen. So, a good trade out. Good trade out. An Almighty skill would have been nice, but I can't be mad at this. Alright, behold, the Devil Arcana has awakened your persona's hidden power. Evil Touch. High chance of fear for one foe versus high chance of brainwash. What do we want to trade out? Brainwash is pretty helpful. It is pretty handy. However, Evil Touch is also good. We have plenty of other personas with healing skills, so we can drop Diorama. And I will organize the skill slots here later. How about that? Turned out great. Your new persona is temporarily overflowing with power. You might get some unexpected results if you use this one in a ritual during an alarm. Even if it's not the result you expect, something big will happen. So you'd better make it work for you. You can hear the strains of the guillotine. Yep, and that means one more execution will ultimately break it and we will have to leave. So what we are going to do instead is we're going to itemize some. If we had a treasure demon by our side, we could have just easily gone through with that. However, Marundo, what is that?
The resulting card may be different than usual.
Allows you to learn a curse skill, Mamundo. And this is what exactly? The Great Thief Stick. What is this?
This weapon is more powerful than normal.
Compare. It increases attack but lowers the accuracy. And it has random ailment. I guess we could do that. We have one black Kogatana. Rising slash belt.
This will become an even more powerful accessory.
I don't remember what rising slash is.
This will become an even more powerful accessory.
It tells you the normal results from that. So there's. I don't remember what rising slash does. I don't know what kill rush does. Revolution.
This will become an even more powerful accessory.
If I remember right, Revolution boosts up your attack. It boosts up your attack and magic attack. That's what I can remember. Medea Ranhan, huh? Do we have that?
This card's power. The resulting card may be different than usual.
Is this the result you desire?
Do we have Medea Rahan? We do have.
You're stopping? You wish to
Let me
view the
register
compendium.
a few personas.
Registration. Are you certain?
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and do that before
There is an alert. This is its powered up form.
we can bring back Kaguya Piccolo and give her Medea Rahan.
This card's powered up.
Yes.
Ah, so this is... Perhaps this is a bit excessive.
Alright. Use it well. Be careful if you plan to keep using it. Okay.
Done already? Justine, this one's all you. This is the path you have walked.
Kaguya Piccolo. Where can I find you? Kaguya Piccolo. Where can I find you? There it is. And whew, it's kind of pricey, but we do
This is
have
the one?
money for her. So, alright, counter. Buying grace. That's good. Does have a chance of reflecting that. Healing skills. Yeah, we're going
This
to
pursuit will
use
require
her
the proper
back.
This is your power.
And we're going to give her the card in a bit. Oh yeah,
You
we
wish
also
to
need
view the take a look.
we're also gonna need Phoenix. So let's try to fuse her back.
This is the
Or
one?
fuse it back. These guys don't have genders.
You wish to summon this persona. Take it then.
Boom. Done. Alright.
What? Done already?
Whoops. Not mean to go back
One
that
of
far.
my fittest is
And now
an
we
alarm
can go back
fusion.
to fusion. Who do we want to fuse this time?
That's a pretty
Saka.
strong one.
Oh, wow. Right, I forgot that's what this thing looks like.
You okay with this?
Eh,
Choose which skills to
yeah,
inherit.
I'm just gonna do this one. Okay. Support skills. How many support skills do we have? Nope. Normal conduct. We have one fire skill. Electric bloodline. I think this one would make the most sense. Yeah. This, the younger, we're also gonna take Ice Wall. I mean, automatic Rakukaja at the start of battle would be nice. It gives us Rakukaja for just 3 turns at the jump, but it's not really all that useful to me, in my opinion. So let's
I
just
cannot
go
expect
with
any new
this.
power from this.
Yeah, don't expect any new power. Got it.
Both of you to work.
And we now have cloth oil. Alright, newly born persona has more power than they normally would, and it changes all that stats. Right. I want to go back to my skills. Do I want to change Maruki on? Only one in which I can use thermal conduct with. Keep it as is. Alright, strain of guillotine.
Prepare for the unexpected. Always strive for more.
Alright, I
This
kind of
weapon
do
will be
want that
stronger
great
than
beef
normal.
stick. Because it does have the effect of random
Is this
elements.
the
I at least
result you
want to
desire?
grab that and then bring our sense back.
Assume your new form.
So. Oh, so this one is going to be an accident and then we're going to have to immediately leave. Yes, I don't want us to stick around for too long during the, the tutorial stage of the fusions, or the fusion alarm, so the game's going to immediately boot us out. Wow. Their eyes. Caroline's eye. Alright. Let's see what we got instead. Megiddo. I can't remember what it does. Alright, the rehabilitation equipment cannot take any more at this time. Unfortunately, we must disengage the alarm now. You'll have to take your leave while the equipment undergoes maintenance. Alright. Well, that was not a bad experience at all. Got a few powerful personas and a powerful skill card out of it, so what are you doing? We should get going. Yes, yes, we are going. Because we have completely ransacked the palace and uncovered our route to the treasure in the last episode, so there's nothing more for us to do here.
What do you want to do?
Let's take our leave. Boom.
Ah, you're back.
Okay.
You did great today. You tired? You're not gonna let me leave tonight, are you? When are we gonna send the calling card? We should hurry it up. I have to agree, the earlier the better in my book. There's no assurance he will keep his promise after all. What are your thoughts on the matter, Makoto? Honestly, I can't wait to send it. I want to put an end to his nasty crimes as soon as possible.
Been searching all along. Been facing while I know.
Honestly, I agree. Been holding this on for a bit too long, in my opinion. Damn, I gotta step up my game. You guys are super passionate. We'll be ready to go whenever you are.
Whoa.
I love the smell of good coffee.
Yes!
Sip
All
the
right.
coffee, just bump at the taste. To the blood coffee! Alright, looks like the chief's gentlemanly charm is rubbing off on you. 1 point of charm as well. Just a little something to end the night on, and looks like you're at it again. How's it going? I'll take a sip. This taste. This must be Colombian Nireno.
Let me explain.
And we get a new coffee fact. Colombian Nireno. The high altitude, rainy climate, and soil of the Colombian mountains creates a strong foundation for their high-quality coffee. Nireno coffee has a creamy, viscous body that coats the mouth with fruity and nutty flavors. Flavor profile is still bland. You should practice a bit more to bring out the roast's full potential, but he notices our effort in putting the coffee cup together. It beats fate, I'm drinking your coffee here, like this. That'd be pretty cool, huh? You know, you remind me of when I was training.
Well then.
Big day tomorrow, that being a full-on week before having to send the calling card. And it is Sunday. We have 13 days left before Kamoshida delivers on his threat. Aren't you gonna send the card?
Well then.
It reminds me, the home shopping program is airing today. Yep. So.
Hey.
I meant to click on the TV. For some reason, I still think I thought there would have been something about news or shopping on this. I've seen it before. But in any case, we mainly have to come here for the home shopping now. Alright, time for shopping. What do we have? Dark Power set. 1 black rock and 1 black robe. Curse tool set for anyone who wants to curse someone. 3 5-inch nails and 10 straw dolls. Will be effect. Alright. Limited items.
Hey.
What do we want to buy? Oh, these are both gifts. Are these gifts? Oh no, wait, they're items that we can use for fusions. Like it's literally in a basket because I thought. Okay. So the basket indicates like a full-on set, and the present icon represents gifts you give to someone. Got it. All right. Fusion stuff versus curse skill stuff. I guess we might as well buy this one. Alright, should be here by tomorrow.
Well then.
Oh, what do we want to do today? Who's calling us up? Oh yes, Takumi. Follow just in case. We could increase our confidants with her. I think I at least want to rank up my confidant with her just this once, because this next rank up does have some pretty good benefits for SP, if I remember right, this next rank up with her. And because I didn't do that before we went into the palace, we had to conserve our SP a little heavily than we normally would. I'm not entirely sure. We just kind of ran through the palace. That was it. So either way, this would be pretty good for us, if I remember right. There's nothing more we can buy over here. So I'd say let's go to first the underground mall. Today is Sunday, so we are going to no wait. Underground walkway. Rather. Because we can buy
What do you want?
fruit juice. Beauty Aljiro. Blended with Culligan to make you radiant with charm.
Man. Nice.
1 point of charm, please. Thank you. Alright. Now we could go by the airsoft shop and sell off our spoils. I want to make a purchase and sell
Okay.
all that I have.
You should be grateful.
Boom, 127, and we can buy weapons and junk.
All right.
So let's get to it.
All right. Which one?
Shining knife, stun, dagger, low burn, huh? This one does have a higher attack with the added
That's what you're
effect,
choosing?
so we're
Do
going
I
to buy
get?
this one for Joker. Equip and Sonic Cook. Alright, what was this anyway? Alright, Blizz Dagger. Alright. Queen, the High Priestess. Well then. Alright. This that kind of leads into the next, what's her Arcana's gonna be before we unlock it. Okay. Heavy grip. This one does not have a higher attack. Not the knuckle. Nope. We're gonna do with that one. Chariot, heavy mace. Lower attack, but it does have strength plus 3. Or does add strength plus 3 to reuse. What about comparing? Oh, that's a pretty heavy decrease. Maybe not. This one, however, sword that renders sleep upon enemies. Higher attack, will sleep.
How's that?
This one's for you, Mona. And we're going to sell the cutlass. Okay.
That's what you're
roll
choosing?
burn.
You like it?
Alright, equip, sell. Alright, use a. What do we want to give you? Strength plus
That
3.
one? How's that?
We should. We're going to equip. We're going to sell. Alright. Now, we're going
Okay.
to buy some
Sounds
new
good.
weapons. This one doesn't. What about? It only takes 25. Ryuji only has 3 rounds, so it would be good to give him the upper hand.
That's what you're choosing. You like it?
That, so we're going to equip. Alright. Can we not? Oh, right, her gun attack is only at. Okay, so we're definitely gonna need something for on here.
That one? You better not use it,
ahead
Lord
and-
Frank.
Yeah, do that one. What about you?
All right, which one?
Replica AR.
what you're choosing? You change your mind? That one? Don't break it,
Bit of a
okay?
heavy attack. You. Now, Makoto, we give you the peace.
That's what you're choosing? How's that?
Alright.
Alright.
What about
Sounds
the
good.
techniques? We only have so much cash left. Or, higher defense for me would be great.
That one?
Say,
You better not
tunic.
use it to pull a prank.
Going to sell this. Memorial color. That's why you have such low defense. So.
That's what you're
Resist
choosing?
rage would be good.
You like it?
So. Alright, we do not have that much cash left, unfortunately. Curses. Oh, who has the lowest defense? Who has the lowest defense? On has the lowest defense. So, I'm going to have to buy her something. Resist sleep, and this one has resist breathe.
Don't break it, okay?
No. Okay.
Alright, which one?
Use case defense is not also looking the highest, but to about the same rate as everybody else. So.
Okay.
Alright,
Alright.
do we have anything to sell? We can't sell all of our
guess that's fine.
wares at once.
You should be grateful. I guess that's fine. You should be grateful. I guess that's fine.
Alright, sooty stuff. Old cat color, old dude's coat. Dude's coat, dun 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 dun. Old cat's face, dun dun dun. Oh, we also have. Yeah, I guess we do have. We could give one of these to Yusuke. I'll figure that out later. Duke's coat plus 30 HP. Honestly, I could probably give that to Goku.
Okay.
What? No. Sorry, this process is taking a bit of a while. I'm just slowly thinking about what I need or what versus what I don't. Classic keyring ordinance. I mean, while that does sound cool for the aesthetic,
You
we
should
don't
be
need it.
grateful.
That
I guess that's fine.
so that breath ring, life bonus, resist dizzy, resist confuse, resist forget, versus resist sleep, sharp stunning. I mean, that's null forget, and this is resist forget. So
You should be grateful.
what about just items? HP to all allies. That might be. That's still gonna be useful to keep around. Raise to 50 HP and cures the allies. Okay. Of hunger. Yeah, I don't think we really need to sell any of this stuff.
Come again.
We still have plenty of cash on this, so let's mix things around, shall we? Equip me with the. Oh, I see. I think that's energy. Is that energy or something else? I don't know. That's the effect is. I thought I had a Duke's code. What happened to that? Oh, here it is. Alright. Plus 30 HP. Does raise my defense, but it does also get rid of the resist rage. What is that? What is the EN? Is that energy or something like that? I can't... I don't know. Your physical stats, Ryuji, are gonna be our biggest benefit, so... Wait, can't I give you the... Yeah. The agility plus 3, that would be useful. She has the highest... Well, not the highest, but... I never actually thought to take a look at this stuff, so... You have just a dress shirt. So what if we were to Yeah, we're gonna keep all this stuff as is. Gonna keep our attached items as is until we go back into the palace. Hey. Well, it took about 40 minutes of our time. Sorry about that. Well, then again, when I go back and edit this stuff, I might just, speed up the process. But in any case, if no one else wants to hang out, then I guess we can we can hang out with Dr. Me. We can talk to Dr. Me. Alright, patient asked me if I had recommendation for a pair of reading glasses, but I'm not an optometrist. Oh, is it because I have the eye chart? Alright, I want to do a clinical trial. Something I want to test. Alright, I feel like my bone to me will grow stronger soon.
I see.
Do I have a death? I don't have a death. Alright, I'll be right back.
I suppose.
Alright, that's it for today. Oh, are you going home already? If you have some time, why don't you stay and enjoy an apple? Okay? I mean, don't they usually say an apple a day keeps the doctor away? I don't know why you want to stay away from me. It's a gift from one of my elderly patients. She gave me a lot. Hello, Dr. Takumi. Chief Oyamada. Oh, this guy. There was a medical conference nearby, so I thought I'd check up on you. Who's this? He doesn't look like a patient. Oh no. I'm about to be your worst nightmare in the next coming weeks.
Oh.
Or perhaps later on. I don't know, time will tell. Time will tell for sure, but either way, you are gonna want to remember my face. He's a part-time staffer. I'm having him handle some miscellaneous tasks for me. So, do you have some business with me? I heard you stole one of my patients. A girl with bronchitis. She came here with her father. Oh yeah, after you incorrectly diagnosed her. Your treatments weren't doing anything for her anyway. Bronchitis, you say? Well, I had no intention of taking her from you. I certainly didn't encourage her to visit my clinic. Now there's talk that the care at the university hospital is inferior to that of a general practitioner. Yeah, because you always like to frickin' stow your work away. Even the guy said you work like you run on a conveyor belt, just rushing out prescriptions, and then you have patients, and yet you wonder why patients come back with your after having to deal with your results. Original medicine. What you're doing here is simply absurd. You're right. I would have turned a blind eye if you had just rotted away out here in this little town. But this is your final warning. Shut this place down and resign your medical license. I would say that, but I'm just gonna call spade a spade. This is straight up harassment. This is straight up harassment, sir. You have no business affiliated with her as of when you resigned her from your hospital, as far as I can recall from the story. Or from your story. So... what did you say? Don't worry about it. You seem to be quite fond of her. Perhaps I should reveal this woman's true identity. Yada, black leg and yada yada yada. You can call her what you want, she still does effective results. She's the monster who tortured a patient with her unregulated medicine. Terrible, isn't it? She was such a brave girl, always smiling.
What does this mean?
Was? Oh boy. She passed away. Oh boy.
What?
What? Perhaps you'll suffer the same fate, hmm? She is the plague, after all. Don't lie to me. She should have still had some time. She was slowly recovering. Her condition couldn't have deteriorated that quickly. But it did. You must have misjudged. Now, back to the reason why I'm here. Don't ever take another patient away from me again. You don't want to make me angry. You're not Bruce Banner and you never will be. It's not nearly as pathetic as you are. Mila John's dead?
No.
No. But she's all I've been working toward all this time. Carrying her was my only... There's no way. Don't lose hope just yet. We don't know the full story of what could have happened. For all we know, he could have been bluffing. What have I been doing all this time? What was even the point? Can't... Just rest for today, alright? This is coming at you quickly, alright? This was the end goal you've been striving toward, so hearing that's clearly blocking you from thinking rationally. Alright, he just blindsided you, so just rest for today and think of a way to retaliate tomorrow. Yeah, you're right.
Sorry.
I feel better now. Thanks for your help, my little guinea pig. I feel like my bond with Takumi is growing even deeper. I feel like me stepping away from this mic and make my voice appear a little bit lower, but anyway, we now have discounts, decreases the prices for all items sold at the clinic. We have now achieved rank 7.
I don't know what to say.
I wish I hadn't shown you that side of me. Honestly, I'm glad you did. Made you seem a little bit more human. You are. Yeah, I mean, we all need to... Every once in a while, everybody needs to express a little bit of humility. Well, I suppose that's fine, as long as it's with you. Go on home for today. We will continue this another time. I feel like cooperating in initiated clinical trials has increased my guts. 1 point to the guts. Sweet.
Take care.
Ugh. Oh man. Yeah, that would have that completely shook her up. Because having to hear that the patient you've been striving to make a cure for the disease to kind of atone for what you think you did or the wrongs you believe you did. And then just to hear that just completely blunt and just completely sidelined her. Ugh. But I'm pretty sure that was a complete bluff because there's no way. If you tell someone that a patient has died, there's no way you talk about it so blatantly like that. There's no way you talk about it in such a nonchalant way. So there, either that dude didn't care, like he just runs his operations like he believes he's the best no matter what he does. So his egotistical complex just completely makes him look at a patient's death like it's completely nothing, or he is completely calling it a bluff. Either way, I call it complete bullcrap. Did he delete the photo? I've been doing searches for it, but I ain't found nothing yet. It's possible to search for photos on the internet? Yusuke. Oh, Yusuke. You clearly have not adapted to 2020s yet. Yeah, you just gotta put in a few keywords. Fusion, student council president, club, drinking. Okay, maybe don't reveal all of this in a public chat, or as a matter of fact, are you doing this search completely public for Yuji, or are you using incognito? Because I'm pretty sure you don't want the FBI looking at those search results. It's truly that simple to find images online? Dude, you can find images of anything, anywhere, in any sort of setting just by... Just one word gives you multiple images of that one word. I'm just putting it out there. Yep, but a lot of pictures still won't show up that way. Or... yeah. This is the only way I got through. I think we're safe for the time being. And honestly, back to the whole FBI thing, I'm pretty sure the FBI looks at whatever you're looking at, no matter if it's like public, Google search, and incognito. I guess what I'm trying to say, like, you don't want anybody else finding out your history from those searches. So you don't want to exactly do that unless you know you're safe while doing it. Or cover your tracks. That's his... Anyways, moving on. I want to talk more about it, but I can't. If that photo had been put out long, it would have been big news by now. She has a point. We have plenty of time until we do it. But still, we should stay on our toes. We should plan our time diligently. We can breathe easy for a couple of days, or, just this episode, but we are immediately going back and taking care of Kaneshiro and Shiro in the next. Yeah, it's hard to believe he really keep his promise. Either way, we'll be finished if that photo ever gets out. Well, I guess we just gotta make sure that never happens.
Hey!
Probably a fortune teller must be the same one that predicted a horrible misfortune for Ryuji, right? She must have some kind of trick. Maybe we should check it out. Maybe. Alright. I need a distraction. On needs a distraction. And Mishima wants something. I didn't read what his opening text was, but anyways, I need to change of pace. Gotta get up and move, I want to go somewhere where I can stretch my legs, hang out without being late. Any ideas? Maybe we could go
What
together.
are your thoughts?
Fighting a lady on to penguin sniper. Maybe. Basically, she just wants to go to the billiards place. And Mishima has a big lead, but we can hang out with her, hang out with him anytime later. So, what do we want to do today? I guess we can hang out with the fortune teller. Alright, let's head to the red light district. Wait, do we want to immediately do that? I guess we might as well. Alright, cheerful fortune teller. Alright, gonna get your fortune read? Might as well go for it.
Greetings.
Oh, hello. Please take a seat. Alright, what you got from me today?
Hello.
Hello there. This is your first time here, yes? It's not often that I get young men stopping by my stand. Anyway, my name is Chihaya Mifune. I'll be reading your fortune today. You can begin by telling me your name. I feel like if you're a fortune teller, wouldn't this be a good exercise for your skills to already know my name? I suppose I could attempt to define it if you'd like. Let's begin with your last name. Is it Yamamoto? Or maybe Mishima? Perhaps Amamiya? This might take longer than I expected. Ah, Ran Amamiya-san. I see. Your name is quite lucky. That aside, what type of consultation can I interest you in today? Give me the full package, I don't know what that implies. How do you read fortunes? I use tarot cards to foretell the future. Now then, let's start with an initial reading to test the waters of your faith.
Here we go.
Oh, divine power, bring forth this boy's fortune. First card is... I see. As for the second... Oh. Next is...
Is this?
Yes, I've seen everything. A stream of light obscuring the sun, like an arrow tearing through the sky.
Here it is.
I see. There seems to be a new wealth in your future. Your financial fortune is looking good today. The wealth of which I speak will come from your house. Head there without detour, and precisely 5,000 yen will await you there. I'll do just that.
Yes.
Should at the very least test if your skills are actually legitimate. Of course, if it's not, I have the right to give you absolute hell about it. As you should. Fate is absolute. Sure. But what is this? How strange, I'm amazed. The general flow of your fortune seems to indicate ruin, and its inmates locked away in a lonely cell. You seem to be a good person, Amamiya-san, but are you perhaps mixed up in the wrong crowd? Ooh, boy. Oh, she could peek. Well, it seems as though she could peek into the velvet room, so she might be trouble. Beyond that, seems continuing on your current path will lead to your death. Okay, maybe tone it down on the story spoilers or the plot spoilers. And how can I avoid that? Might you guess? I cannot offer advice to that.
That's impossible.
If the divination is coming to me this clearly, the truth of it is simply undeniable. Although, now that I think about it, there may be a way you can attempt to counteract your destiny. All you need is my special spiritual object, the Holy Stone. With its power and your control, you can avoid even the most unfortunate of fortunes. Probably. Sure, I'll go with that tagline. I typically only recommend this to my more experienced customers, but your situation is too dire to ignore. See, the stone itself is imbued with an aura of joy that will sap away all the horrible energy surrounding you. All you need to do is keep it wrapped in cloth and be sure to recharge its power in moonlight every 3 days.
What do you say?
And for the cost, it's only 100,000 yen. Not bad for an item that can change your very fortune, yes? Change your very future, yes? If I could actually maintain that cash on me, it would be no problem. But I only have around 10,000. Yeah, I don't really need it. I don't really need the stone. What? Even though death approaches? Nope. So you really don't want it. I really can't afford it.
Is that so?
What a shame it will be. What a shame it'll be to see the flames of youth snuffed out so soon. Well, come to me again if you change your mind. I really can't help you if you'd like. We need to build up cash in order to, because she is a confidant. So we're gonna need to build up some serious money. Oh, you're home. I've been waiting for you.
Oh!
Chief seems strangely happy. Wonder what's going on. Hey Ren, what's your pocket money situation been looking? I've mainly been spending it all on stuff I could presumably use to go to an imaginary world with my friends. That doesn't really look all good for me, does it? You're hopeless. Here.
For real?
What? Is this 5,000 yen? I want some money from the lotto, so I don't mind sharing my winnings. Thanks, I guess. See, I can be nice sometimes.
The rest is on
Anyway, make sure you close up shop like always.
Hey!
Hey, so does that mean that fortune teller was right? Yeah, she hit the targets. She hit the target precisely. Walk home without detour, you will get 5,000 yen. I think so.
That's incredible.
You even got the amount spot on. Maybe that Chihaya lady can seriously read into the future. Wait, this is bad. Didn't she say you're gonna die? Come on, we need to talk to her again and figure out what to do. Well, her option was to buy a pricey stone, but I'm pretty sure we can persuade her to offer up some more options. Aside from having to buy a very pricey stone, which I need to build up a lot of cash for. And maybe I can have her raid my compatibility fortune with, Morgana moving a little too fast there, buddy.
No.
Never mind. Yeah, that's what I thought. It seems like Chihaya Mifune can actually see into the future. Maybe I should go back and have her read my fortune again. And there's the Holy Stone too. She said it cost 100,000 yen. And I'm absolutely dirt broke.
Whew. I made it on time. I suppose I'm still safe if you're here. I can't be late today, too.
Not a morning person, I take it?
No, I was up very early shooting a news show.
Just trying to get a few hours of sleep in then.
I have much more work in television because of the Phantom Thieves. I have permission from my school, but it's still tough to do both.
Yeah, I get it.
I can't keep complaining. Well, let's both do our best today.
Agreed. Having to take on multiple tasks at the same time is tough. I would know.
So sorry.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of us can relate to that as well, but anyways, moving on to classroom time. So gross and humid even though it's the end of June. Oh yeah, in Japan they say the rainy season ends when the rainy season ends, we say that it opens. But in English, it's more common to hear people say the rainy season comes to a close. Be careful. Expressions for the weather are totally different depending on what country you're in. Now then, Mr. Amamiya.
How
Question
about
of
you?
the day. Here we go. Which of these animals is involved with an English idiom about the weather? Dogs.
This is it.
I thought that the answer would have been cats.
Good.
And honestly, it would have been a better, more appropriate one for, because we literally have a mascot cat. But anyways, that's right. It's raining cats and dogs. Raining cats and dogs means it's pouring rain. The strongest theory for its origin is that the sound of rain resembles that of dogs and cats fighting. Some other European languages describe bad weather as dog's weather too. Hey, did you get that question? I wasn't even close. Maybe he actually is smart. I'm kind of surprised. Oh shoot, the teacher's glaring at us.
Nice going.
Getting 1 point towards every stat so far today. Almost. Ah, frick, skipped it. Additionally, it's Norwegian. In Norwegian, they say it's raining witches. In Polish, they say it's raining frogs. Every country has its own way of describing heavy rain, and its own metaphorical substitute falling from the sky. Oh yeah, over there they say it's when a cat washes its face, it rains. I wash my face every day because I like being clean, and that's not true at all. How do you wash your face, Morgana? Do you actually use soap and water? But but I'm not a cat, of course. Should we count that? I'm gonna count it.
Hey.
It's 12 days left. Yep. Perhaps there is. Now he's available. Oh my God, Maruki, where have you been? I've been looking all over for you like 2 episodes ago. Completely forgot where the nurse's office was. I need to keep track of my personas. I'm pretty sure I still have a counselor. Nope. Alright, I'm going to grab a counselor and then we're going to see Maruki. Well, Amamiya-kun, I just found out how scary cats can be despite their cuteness. Where's this coming from?
So,
Oh, it happened on my way to school this morning. I spotted a kitten that had gotten itself stuck up in a tree. I tried rescuing it since I felt bad for it, but I ended up with the clawing of a lifetime for the effort. Yeah. That's one of the risks that you gotta account for when dealing with, yeah, because small kittens, remember, it's their main defense mechanism to immediately claw at their enemies, or who they perceive as strangers or enemies. So, you gotta account for, scratching and clawing and biting if you want to interact with them. Especially with your hands. Always watch around your hand. I had no idea a cat's claws were so sharp. Trust me. I actually have a scratch mark on my thumb. It's still recovering, so I know exactly what you. I know the pain, Doc. I know the pain. I know, right? Speaking from experience, eh? It really does hurt a lot. But I was able to rescue the kitten, so it was all still worthwhile. All I really have to do is make sure to put antibiotics on the scratches. Antibiotics on the scratches anyway.
well,
I feel like I should probably do that for my scratch. That way, it heals a little bit quickly. But anyways, I digress. Well, let's move on and talk about a different kind of pain. We discussed this for a bit last time we talked, actually. The pain felt within one's heart. There are all sorts of ways to identify and diagnose physical injuries and illnesses. But when it comes to pains of the heart, we're working in unknown territory. There's so much we haven't learned yet. Treating trauma sure is difficult when it's invisible. If only we could somehow directly reduce emotional pain in a healthy way, like putting antibiotics on a scratch. Well, depends. What kind of emotional pain are you thinking of? Because emotional pain comes in all sorts of different. Emotional pain comes in all sorts of different forms, stimuli, from all sorts of different environments. But tell me, is that the topic you're researching? Ah, how astute of you. As a matter of fact, you're not too far off the mark. Unfortunate as it may be, we all know how there's no topical medicine that can properly heal a heartache. Not only that, psychological issues are even more complex. Here, allow me to demonstrate. Oh, Hamamiya-kun, woe is me. My heart is in such pain. It's like I'm being pierced through the chest.
Oh my.
I have such a torturous burning deep restart. I have such a torturous burning deep inside me. Okay, I think the example you're trying to portray here is a bit too broad. Sorry, that was a poor attempt at acting. Please don't look at me like that. You need... Again, it all shoots back to what kind of pain you're trying to portray. Like, there are all sorts of different types of pain. You can't just go, oh, I feel a tremendous pain in my heart, and just not. But basically, what I'm getting at is, our own emotional pain is the only kind we can fully comprehend. That seems obvious, right? But it's absolutely vital to understand. Wait, is that what it said? Emotional pain is the only way we can fully... Yeah, I read that, right? A person's heart, their pain, cannot be seen. Even if they spent their whole lives expressing it to others, there is no way for them to truly grasp it. It's not like we can directly look at our hearts and remove the root causes of our pain. But for me to do any good in that area, I need to conduct further research into the heart. More specifically, I need to learn how the heart reacts to the world around it. That's the first step, and that's the first stepping stone to a breakthrough in the field. Once that's been figured out, we'll not only comprehend psychological pains that were once unknowledgeable, but we'll even be able to perform more effective treatment for those people with wounded hearts. That's a pretty grand plan you cooked up there, Doc. It's nothing so grandiose. But hey, if we can get rid of people's pain, that'd be for the best, right? I'm no fan of pain myself. Well, in some cases, yes, dealing with emotional pain that's sort of, getting in your own way as far as being able to move forward and kind of blocks your motivation to, again, the type of emotional pain that sort of blocks your motivation to move on in the world. Yes, I do agree it would be great to minimize it, but at the same time, emotional pain is something that we need to, even the smallest amount, it's something that we need to embrace to show that we actually care about what we are hurting about.
Well,
So I wouldn't say get rid of all pain, but if there's a way to treat it to help the person move on, then by all means go for it. On the other hand, people have laughed off my idea as just a silly, pointless dream, and I can't say I blame them. But still, you take the time to listen to what I have to say, and you actually try to understand. Thanks to you, I can tell I'm actually getting somewhere with my theory. How can I phrase it? I guess I could say you're making this hazy, hard-to-grasp idea finally appear before me? You could very well become a counselor yourself someday. Oh, no, buddy. Trust me, I do not want to go down that route. I do not want to have to sit through other people's pain while having to comprehend my own. Say, would you like to try being my assistant? of course, I'm on the shoestring budget, so I won't be able to pay you. Screw it. I'm gonna please. Gonna say something to please him, and it gives us more brownie points. So, oh, surprisingly eager. Maybe you really will become a skilled counselor in the future. Joking aside, I truly am grateful for your assistance. Thank you, Mami. Rank 4.
All right.
Finally. Let's put a pin in that for today, shall we? I hope you'll land in here again when you've got the time to spare. Oh, I know you've been waiting for this, so let's get to the mental training. Thanks to Maruki's mental training, my mind feels stronger.
All right.
Our SP has increased by 5. And we've gained a happy
Be
pop.
careful, okay?
SP increasement will be incredibly vital for the next time we go into the palace. Anything revolving SP will be helpful at the most, or at the least. Amamiya-kun, do you have a moment? Today got pretty one-sided. I just ended up rambling again. This keeps happening. I should have asked this sooner, but is this leaving you with any mental fatigue? Is your schoolwork being affected? Yeah, I feel completely fine, to be honest. Really? Thank goodness. I was worried. Not every guy wants a middle-aged weirdo rambling to them about a bunch of philosophical abstracts. Honestly, Doc, someone like me wouldn't mind sitting down and chatting with you every now and again. These conversations have opened up a lot of, it opens up a lot of topics to cover. It feels kind of refreshing every now and again to talk about this, so I know it's asking a lot, but it'd be great if we could keep... what? The station? Sorry, I think this tourist needs help. I'd better go. Hold up, Shinjuku Station? And you... Oh, you've got no money, huh? Maruki, don't fall for it. Do not fall for it. Trust me, if they want to go to Shinjuku, they should already have money prepared, or something like that. But then again, if they're a tourist, they wouldn't know that Shinjuku costs money, so you can easily just tell them no. Just don't. Just don't. I'm sick of how few customers I get during the rainy season.
Yo,
Another box came for you.
Hey!
Alright, 5-inch nails and straw dolls.
Oh!
They're just, healing items or something like that. Or some things for ailments. Alright. So what do we want to do tonight? What do we want to do? It's raining, so we could probably study. I guess I have a book. Looks like there's a problem with the man to stop by. I see. Okay.
Oh!
We can't call it comedy because maybe we should. Read that will increase our knowledge. This one will increase our kindness. What do we want to do? Guess we might as well just go to the cafe. So, gonna go to Central Street and check out the cafe. Alright, there might not be a lot of people because of today's weather. You gonna study here? Sure, let's go in. Have a little bit of money.
Oh!
I was expecting more people. So quiet. Also, I just, hold on, I'm pretty sure it'll come up again. May I take your order? Yeah, we have about 1,300 yen, so I guess we could have called Kawakami if we wanted to. We'll call her tomorrow night. So, what do we want? Kindness, guts. Do we want to increase our guts? Why not? Let's go with steak. Big ol' meaty steak. To increase the size of our heart. That's a lot to snack on while you're studying. Proportions are definitely grand.
Hey!
You sure look happy. Did you savor the taste of Grandma's kindness? 1 point of kindness.
Nice.
All these customers were coming in and out. All these customers coming in and out was a little annoying, but you look pretty focused. 2 points of knowledge. Yay.
Wanna head back?
Oh, that should be enough for today. Come on, let's head home. Only 11 days left. Are the demands still coming in? Yes, lately I've been getting calls from men I don't even know. It seems they changed their strategy. Surely according to Kamoshiro's orders. Or Kanashiro's orders. Are you gonna be okay? I am. I can't say it feels particularly great though. But as long as he considers me a valuable commodity, I believe he won't do anything too rash. Cannot be entirely sure of that fact though. Who knows when he may decide to turn to violence. He's guessed right. I fully expect that will happen once the deadline is passed. Then again, who knows if he's gonna keep his promise in the first place. Come on, we gotta take care of him before shit hits the fan.
Hey,
Alright, 11 days left. We're gonna send the calling card at some point. Alright, nobody wants to hang out today.
Welcome!
Alright,
What do you play?
what do we want to do today? I want to try out playing billiards. Billiards, huh? Alright. Time will pass if you play billiards. However, you have the ability to invite your teammates to play with you. By concentrating, you may be able to improve an unexpected social stat. You can also deepen your bond with your team members.
what do you want to do?
Alright, let's try this out.
Thank you!
That'll be 800 yen. Okay, let's get into it.
That should do it for now.
You look pretty spiffy when you're holding the cue stick. No kidding, he's got that aura of a pro. Have you played somewhere before? You seem to know some unexpected stuff. Once before with a light-haired detective, but I'll leave that to your imagination.
Not bad.
Man, what a tease. I think we're in for a good show here.
Yeah!
I'm getting pumped now. Alright, let's get started.
Now then.
Will you go boldly or with caution? The decision here is important.
This is...
It won't happen every time, but it feels great when the balls move the way you want them to. Great, and glad to see everyone had fun. I gotta say though,
Wow!
thanks to playing billiards, you've gotten more experience with precise hand movements, haven't you? So is that proficiency? Yeah!
That was so much fun!
Nice. Now everyone should be up to rank to increase their confidants pretty soon. So, hey there, sorry to interrupt your fun. Billiards has a lot of intricacies, doesn't it? I'm glad you've taken a liking to the game. If you'd like to learn more about it, there's a book I'd recommend reading. It's called Expert Billiards. It covers everything from the basics to practical applications. The only problem is, it's quite a rare book. You might have some difficulty finding it. You may have a better chance of getting it at a specialty shop that sells sports supplies, as opposed to an ordinary bookstore. Oops, I didn't mean to hold you up right as you were leaving. Please do come again.
I see.
A book on billiards, huh? Next time we're free, we should check to see if we can find it at a sporting goods store.
All
Sporting
right, then.
goods, huh? I wonder if we can
you're
find a
back.
spot like that somewhere. Huh. Oh no, that's just baseball. Instead we should check a sporting goods. One.
Searching all along,
Well,
confessing while alone, without a sign.
let's walk around.
The real question to be asked.
Maybe the underground mall. We're gonna check a bunch of different places, see if we can find a sporting goods store. Up, found it.
Hiding both face and mind. Straight for you to draw.
All right. Are they closed? Please be open. All right.
Welcome.
Okay, here we are. Expert billiards. Thank you. Okay. Or the exercise enthusiast. This one would be good for Ryuji, so there we go. I'm gonna need to sell some of my wares. Alright, I'm gonna sell a couple of things. Pretty sure.
All right. You should be grateful. I guess that's fine. You should be grateful.
And some sooty armor. I have plenty of that. This is resist sleep. Yeah, we're just gonna.
I guess that's fine. Come again.
Alright. Let's head back to LeBlanc. Okay. Up. Seems Oya wants to hang out now. The deadline's coming up fast, so I need something ASAP. You wanna come and chat for a bit? I think I can become closer to Oya. Looks very Devil Arcana, Devil Persona, and Drus. And our confidant will grow stronger soon, so let's head right over. Do you have anything on the Kamoshida case? Okay. So come to the bar in Shijuku, I'll be waiting. And it doesn't cost anything to visit with confidants. Yay!
See.
Bulletin board, huh? So the calling card they used for Kamoshida was different. Now that's a scoop. What kind of information? That kind of information doesn't see the light of day. Usually doesn't see the light of day. Do you have any photos or videos of it? Why do you ask? You know, for the sake of credibility? Well, I guess a decent photocopy will do. But seriously, the Phantom Thieves of Hearts? They sound like kids on a playground, not valiant fighters for society. I mean, they act all high and mighty, but I'm not sure they really worth very much in the end. What about their justice? Huh, that's hilarious. You'd think they're actually virtuous? In my line of work, there's no clear sign of deception and goodwill. You know, like the shady actions of a charitable organization or the actual criteria of a Nobel Prize or of a Peace Prize. Same goes for the Phantom Thieves. You just have to learn to take some things with a grain of salt. Come on, don't be such a downer. Why? It's the truth. Here you go again. You used to be so positive.
Ugh.
Oh, shut it. I don't care about the past. Give me some sushi. We're all out. Hey, why don't you go back to covering politics? No can do. I've been permanently resigned to the culture and entertainment department. What a crappy company. I mean, it's already been over a year since the incident. Incident? Oh, by the incident, I mean... Don't say another word. That has nothing to do with my source. Oh, I'm sorry? Damn it, I'm already sobering up. Hey, give me a refill, Lala-chan. Hey, you're such a child sometimes. Hey, you want a drink? You can have some of mine if you want. I'm pretty sure she's still in earshot. Ahem.
Oh!
Whoa, that's some scowl you got. Anyway, why are you coming to a bar if you can't even drink alcohol? I'm not gonna bring up the incident again. I'm pretty sure that'll just... I kinda like the atmosphere. I guess that's a positive, and that's a positive on this place. That makes sense. Feel free to visit whenever you want, honey. Wow, that's seriously the only reason? You're so uptight. Well, at least now I know you're gonna be pretty useful. I'm not all that interested in Phantom Thieves myself, but keep the information coming, alright? I feel like my bond with Oya is growing deeper. Okay, rank 2 with the Devil Arcana.
All right.
What's taking so long, Lala-chan?
I said.
Where's my drink? Did I call you escargot because you move as slow as a snail? We're all out of booze. A certain sloshed reporter drank it all. Can't you just go buy more? I'll wait for you forever. Just kidding. Alright, well, I was able to pique Oya's interest with the stories of the Phantom Thieves. I feel like my charm has increased. Alright. We got a little bit something more out of it. So, that's a net positive. I thought I was going to be late. Customers were bickering in a convenience store this morning. A young woman wearing all-brand clothing and an older man with gold accessories were arguing. Both were on their high horse, and even though they dressed fancily, it felt nouveau riche. Speaking of, Japanese word for high horse and nouveau riche both originated as shogi terms. A lot of people aren't familiar with shogi, but it's good to know a little bit about it. So, Mamiya-kun, have you seen this piece before?
Do you know the answer?
What do you think it says on the back of this piece? One moment. It symbolizes gold.
This is it.
Exactly.
That's right. The lance and the silver general also have a kanji for gold on the back. By the way, it says that the two on the back of the pawn piece is a cursive form of gold. In shogi, you can choose to promote your pieces under certain conditions. A knight crosses into enemy if a knight crosses into enemy territory, for instance, it can promote, becoming as mobile as a gold general. I see. A weak piece like a pawn can become gold if you get it to move into the enemy's camp. Hence, now Varish. Wow, really? Amamiya-kun seems kind of smart, doesn't he?
Nice going!
All stats all the time, baby. By the way, now Varish like to wear expensive clothes because of the desire to be acknowledged. Once humans fulfill the basic needs of clothing, food, and shelter, our desire is recognition. That's why people want to make themselves seem bigger by flaunting their power through money. Making yourself seem bigger reminds me of a frilled lizard. Okay, so the idea of wanting to be recognized after fulfilling your basic needs and doing that by flaunting over your money. That's a bit about Kanashiro's story right there. He wants to seem powerful. He wants to be recognized, and so he gains and flaunts as much cash and wealth as he can. I see. Kind of sprinkles a bit about his backstory without exclusively saying it through exposition. Seems a little bit interesting. Do we want to send out the calling card? Not today. I think we want to at least do one more day of confidants and social stats before we do anything with the calling card. So
I should write something.
so that I don't lose my progress.
Hey!
Thing is shaking a lot. Shaking of the washing machine makes it feel pretty comfortable when you sit on top. And it does, Mona, that it does. Though I wouldn't recommend just completely, well, if you're a cat, it should be fine. If you're a human, you probably shouldn't do that at risk of breaking the machine.
And finished!
Figured I'd wash a couple of clothes to sell later at some point or equip them onto my team.
Let's head back.
And I just realized I don't have any money to call on Kawakami tonight.
You're
So
back.
that's probably gonna be a nope.
Nice!
It's a pretty steep price. And Akechi's calling us up. Alright, Alright, well, we can read the billiards book later. I was gonna do that, but, one more round of confidants, I guess. I'm in Kichijoji right now. I found myself with a bit of time in my hands. If you feel so inclined, perhaps you can meet me there and we can chat for a while? Do I have a justice? This is justice. I don't have a justice. Man, I have confidence for almost every other person but the people that we visited today. Alright. Yeah, screw it. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna go and we're going to meet with Akechi. Yeah, our bond is gonna go stronger soon, so yeah, we're gonna go talk to him for a bit. I found a respectable cafe here in Kichijoji. Don't worry, my treat of course. Guess I'll find some way to occupy myself in the meantime. The cake here is fairly popular. I've been wanting to try it myself. Got a bit of a sweet tooth there, Kitty? Well, I don't hate sweets, but I'm not particularly partial to them. Well, I'm not exactly partial to them. Pets tend to be fairly similar, so I'm more curious about its popularity than its taste. Well, why don't we give it a try? You got strawberry, I got
was quite
dark
nice.
chocolate, dark as the night sky. It was delicious after all. I actually enjoyed that more than I thought I would. Hey, look, isn't that him? Oh, you mean a guy who was on TV these days? Who is he again? Wasn't his name a Ketchikun? You know, the next generation detective prince? Should we ask him for an autograph? Maybe might be something worth bragging about. Uh-oh, looks like I've been spotted. Should have figured. She's just here for the cake, I'm guessing. I'm sure she doesn't mean any harm, but I don't want to cause any trouble for the store. Huh? Is someone important here? Oh, crap. See? Who is it? Is it a celebrity? Like moths to a very hot flame. Not that bright, a very bright flame to leave out any indications. Looks like I'm out of time. I wish I could have relaxed a bit longer though. We should go. Hey, you've done nothing wrong. Sorry, but I think it'd be best to leave. I'm only going to cause problems if I stay. A shame I don't have glasses like you. Perhaps I would have been able to get out of this situation. Hold still for a sec. I have an idea.
Hold on a moment.
Hey, what are you? That portrait still cracks me up almost every time. That's funny. And it's a good way to conceal your identity too. Ruffle up your hair and put on some fake glasses. Some fake glossy shades. Oh, he's back. This time I'll get his autograph for... Hey, is that boy really a Ketchikun? You know, now that I see him up close, I'm not sure. Maybe you were seeing things? I don't remember the show too well, but I'm pretty sure he didn't look like that. If he was the real thing, I could have bragged about meeting him. I can't believe you actually did that. Hey, if I didn't, you would have been run out of the place by the paparazzi. So you're welcome. I suppose I'd better learn to watch what I say around you. Yeah, because I'm a very, very creative thinker. I should have taken a picture, to be honest with you. It's still kind of funny. Are you familiar with the legal right of portrait? Or privacy, perhaps? Still, there's no knowing how things may go unless you give it a try.
Thank you.
I think I've learned a valuable lesson. Thank you. Rank 3 with justice.
All right.
Looks like our coffee has gone cold. Why don't we order new ones?
I'll see you later.
See you next time. Alright, well, that was a fun outing. Hello. It's a shame our discussion was interrupted today. I was rather enjoying taking a breather with you. But you certainly surprised me today. I can't believe we got out of that with such a basic trick. It was an interesting experience, but I definitely don't want to go through that ordeal ever again. I saw firsthand what happens when I'm too careless with my words around you. Yeah, but still, like, it was kind of fun, wasn't it? You have a twisted concept of fun. Though, if you dressed as me next time, I think I might agree. I could use a stunt double. Honestly, Ren's not too far from that. Just give him some hair dye. He'd do perfectly. He doesn't need the glasses. You and I are terribly different in height. I'm sure my clothes will fit you. If we do this, it'd have to be carefully planned, of course. I'd be dedicating everything from hair to accessories. Nobody would notice a switch, I'm sure. We proved it today. Most people can't see beyond the superficial. Whoops, I've an early start tomorrow, so I'll have to excuse myself. See you soon. We've been seeing Ketchy a lot these past few episodes, be it by train or just doing small confidant events.
It's so hot.
So hot and humid. I wish the rainy season would end soon. By the way, June's almost over. We know where the treasure is now. What do you want to do? Should we send the calling card today? I'll think more on it. I think it'd be smart to send it tomorrow. We're definitely gonna send it tomorrow. Got it. I'll leave that decision to you, Ren. Call us when you've made up your mind. God, it's so hot though. Wouldn't it be bad to suggest cooling off in a bank? I mean, hey, free AC.
This isn't some joke.
Alright, we can quick travel to the flower shop. Nice. You applied to work part-time at this flower shop, didn't you? Yep, working at the flower shop will cause time to pass, but in addition to receiving money, you will improve your kindness. From time to time, you will receive an order for a specific bouquet. Try to craft it to your customer's wishes. If you succeed, you may receive more money and more of a boost to your kindness.
What do you want to
So this job comes with the possibility to earn a little bit of extra cash. Okay. Guess we'll get to work.
do?
New job, new experience.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I'm Megami Hanasaki, the owner of the shop. I'll do everything myself today, so you can just observe me and try to learn the ropes.
Good luck.
Well, let's begin.
Hey!
That apron suits you. Shut it, Mona.
Here.
Here's your pay for today. 32,000 yen.
You did great.
Good work, Ren-kun. Come back again when you have the time.
How are you feeling?
Nice job. You worked pretty hard today. Still, I bet this job making gifts has boosted your kindness. 2 points of kindness, hooray!
Want to head back?
Alright, let's head home.
Ah, you're back.
Man, it'd be real bad if that photo got out. Yeah, guys, we're sending the card tomorrow. Don't worry about it. You think people wouldn't understand if we tried to explain what went down? I think it would be tough. I agree. I doubt anyone would be willing to listen to what we have to say. If that photo got out, people would treat every word out of our mouths as nothing but a joke. But if that truly come to pass, there'd be no joking matter. Guess we just gotta change his heart after all. Yeah, we're gonna change his heart. Try imagining an invisible line.
Nice.
So you look at it from a bird's eye view to predict the ball's pathway.
Oh.
So you finished reading Expert Billiards. That book was filled with billiard know-hows. And the trick shot section got me pumped, especially the behind-the-back jump shots.
Alright.
You can now, by learning about trick shots, your technical rank has been unlocked. Technical ranks, huh? If you successfully strike a trick shot, your technical rank will increase. When your technical rank increases, the damage you deal with a technical hit during battle will also increase. If you increase your rank even higher, enemies will get knocked down as well. You can learn trick shots by reading books and using the proper gear. Trick shots require a certain degree of proficiency to succeed. Let's give it a try next time. Still, I guess we should go to sleep. Staying up too late isn't healthy, you know. Alright. It is now the 1st of Friday. Enrich my knowledge or enrich my kindness. We've held on to this book a little bit longer than the rest of them, so we're gonna read up on wise men's words today. Excellence is not the result of a single action, but of habit. Is this philosophy? I'm not sure if I like this writer. Seems a bit condescending.
Hey!
Oh, I didn't realize how long you've been reading. How far did you get? Seems you still have some pages left. You should continue some other time. Oh, we're almost at the station. I'd say this was an efficient use of your time. I skipped breakfast. Now I'm hungry. I want something filling, but with summer coming up, I'm worried about having too many calories. Why don't we get tea? The diner in Shibuya serves fruity tea. Fruity. It smells good, it's good for your skin, and it only increases your charm. Fruit tea? What a cute name. Sounds yummy. Being stylish starts from inside out, after all. Guess I'll try some.
Wow.
I'm not exactly sure what that has to do with sustenance for hunger, but fruit tea, huh? Sounds like a hip drink that's really popular with the ladies. You want to try some? Does sound pretty good.
Nice.
If it's a fruit, like from just the plain fruity tea to fruity boba, anything sounds good by me. No rule against dudes drinking it. If it tastes good and makes you more stylish, might as well, right? It might be a good idea to boost your charm by drinking fruit tea whenever you're at the diner.
Good morning.
What are you looking at? Let's get going. We're going to be late if we don't hurry.
Well, shall we
Open your
begin?
textbooks. Today we'll be talking about Three Kingdoms period. A variety of heroes battling for dominance, truly an epic time. Charismatic rulers and warlords with the command of 1,000 men may have their own appeal. But personally, I think the strategists to support them can't be ignored. Now then, Amamiya-kun. In the book, Zhao Lang is famous for his exploits during the Battle of Red Cliff. He's also the inventor of the baozi, a kind of round dumpling, but their original name was based on their appearance.
What is the answer?
What's the meaning of the original Chinese phrase that these dumplings' name came from? Barbarian's head.
This is it. Very good.
That is correct. And I'm pretty sure similar questions from the original vanilla version have been imported over here, but I'm pretty sure that one was the most similar. And its original name, Bento, came from a phrase meaning a barbarian's head. At the time, one region's barbarians would use the person's head as an offering to soothe the deity of a flowing river. But Zhao Lang made a baozi in the shape of a head as a substitute. Wow, you got it right. Is he really? Are we still on this punk criminal nonsense, guys? I would have preferred it if the dialogue kind of developed over the course of the game, but these days you can find baozi with cute names on it. If you think about their origins, it's not too far off the mark.
Yep.
I never knew strategists come up with cooking, not just strategies. Makoto's our specialist. Want to see what she can cook up?
Now,
Alright, so usually at this part of the episode, I would call it in the classroom and then we'd immediately go in to send out the calling card. like right after school. But to round things out, I thought I'd check in on Maruki one more time to increase the social link a little bit more, since we barely ever get the time to spend with him. So here we are once again in the nurse's office. Well, today is just going to be another back and forth as usual. Yep, just as I said. Or will it? Today is your lucky day. Please take a look at what's on the table. I've been making you listen to all this tough stuff about traumas, pain, and grief lately, so I found these cookies in an underground mall. Now we can have a little break. They're kind of fancy cookies too. I thought I'd get a surprise for you since you've been kind enough to indulge me all this time. Go ahead, enjoy. Well, these look great, Doc. Thanks. Go on, don't be shy. I've got enough for seconds too.
Oh, yes.
Oh, I know. As long as we're talking about cookies. They actually reminded me of this psychological experiment. The scientists prepared 2 containers and put the same kind of cookies in both. In one container, they only put 1 cookie, but the other one was filled with cookies, 10 of them. So then they had their subjects try cookies from each container and asked how their tastes compared. Which container's cookies were marked as tasting better? Any guesses? If I remember right, this is something called the law of secrecy or scarcity. So naturally the answer would be the 1 cookie container because,
Right.
you know, influences in our personal cognition, our subjective cognition. Correct. Easy to guess, huh? There's something called the law of scarcity. Yep, I was right. It's about what you'd imagine from the name. People are drawn to things that are more scarce. As you can see this law in action just by observing how excited people get over limited time merchandise. You know, you're actually right about that. Huh, I know, right? Don't you think it's really fascinating? In becoming aware of scarcity, we trigger our own desires and cause a change in our cognition. Not only that, the effect spreads to our senses and creates a subjective, observable difference in our reality. Basically, your perceptions can be changed by your cognition or preconceptions. It's all below the conscious level, but it's really incredible. Incidentally, now that you've heard the story, how do you feel about that idea? That your unconscious desires may have changed the taste of the cookie? I mean, hey, I'm not a picky person. As long as it tastes good, it tastes good. That's definitely not the usual response, but it's one I can understand. It probably sounds like an exaggeration, but something about that seems so beautiful to me. Maybe the human heart can falter or be unreliable sometimes. But if this experiment proves anything, it's that even a simple preconception can be enough to bring someone more joy.
For example,
Take that story I just told. What if you'd eaten that 1 cookie and it had been the best tasting cookie of your life? Say I never revealed the trick behind it. That cookie would have remained more delicious than usual. It would have been the subjective truth of your reality. I mean, subjectively, probably. I guess, if you look at it that way, that one experience with the cookie would have been, you know, in your mind, the best you've ever had. Right, I'm glad to hear you say that. Basically, what I wanted to say was, if this idea of preconception could be studied further and actually applied to treating people, I feel like it could help a lot of people, maybe even more than I could help through counseling. Then again, it relies so heavily on perspective. Some people might call it a lie or see it as running from problems. Still, even if that's true, I still believe that method could save a lot of people.
Sorry.
Yikes, I'm so sorry. We wound up getting into an academic conversation after all. I really need to watch myself. Whenever I'm talking to you, somehow I always end up going back to my research. I mean, I'm your main conspirator when it comes to this stuff, right? It's kind of natural at this point. I truly am grateful for everything you've done. Not just because I can get your opinion on things either. It's more like as if I'm talking to an old friend. But maybe that's too personal. After all, this is all for the sake of our deal, right? So we say anyway. Alright, I can sense a strong bond of friendship from Maruki. Okay, and this is rank 5. Mindfulness is our new ability. Chance to restore Joker's SP when it is low. Thank you.
Alright.
I needed something like that in my life. Amazingly so. Now then, I better show you another way to mentally train yourself. What I'm going to teach you today is...
Alright.
And our main SP is increased by 5. I always enjoy going through Maruki's social links. You know, you learn a little bit something about cognition, you learn a little bit something that opens your mind up a bit, and you get free SP stuff on top of it.
Well, see you.
Conversations are really engaging sometimes too. So, yeah, I like that a lot. Oh, this is Maruki. Sorry about earlier. It was supposed to be a chance for us to relax, but it ended up being another big academic discussion. It was very thought-provoking. Really? Wow, I'm happy to hear that. I've always been like this. I get so hyper-focused on my research, I don't notice anything else. Back when I was a student, people kept warning me about that. Oops, there I go rambling again. Sorry. Alright, see you again soon. Alright guys, so we are going to end off this week's episode. We got a few things done regarding social links, social stats, yada yada yada. We have stuff lined up for the next week or so. But first, we gotta take care of Kaneshiro in the next episode. And I'm gonna pick up the difficulty level for that boss fight so it lasts a little bit longer. So yeah, I'll be looking forward to a much tougher battle next time. But aside from that, we're gonna end things off here. So if you enjoyed this week's episode, please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, you know, all that good stuff. Everything else, it helps tremendously. It helps a lot. And trust me, it's not just me saying this. It's quite literally, you know, a bit of encouragement to get through the week. Not to sound like super depressing or anything, but you know where the motivation goes. Anyways, I will see you all back here next time. This is SMK8, signing out. Have a good rest of your week.
The calling card's been posted all over Shibuya. You're going up against a truly horrible criminal this time.
The strong and the smart devour the weak. Now it's my turn to profit on everyone else.
You filthy fly on dirty money! Get the hell out of